Hey VC, it's Roger again. How y'all doing? It's Sunday. It's Sun Ra Sunday. What we've got going on in the background is Disco 3000. Crazy rare Saturn release from 1978 that Art Yard put out on CD in 2009. I wrote about this on my blog today. Link down below if you're interested. Cool stuff. Don't know if you can hear it, but it's one of the weirdest Sun Ra records, and that's saying so. Anyway, I just wanted to check in and give a few shout outs to some folks on DC. This is such a great place. First, Derek Higgins. I ordered some records from him because, well, I'd heard some of it on some of your videos, and liked what I heard, and frankly, I just love the guy, and felt like I wanted to support him, and I love records, so So we got here is Sonospheres 2. It's an awesome cover. The red vinyl. I'll show you. I'm sure a lot of you already have this, but I just gotta say, I put this on, and I was immediately sucked in. Look at that, it's just gorgeous. Yeah, this is great head music. But I can tell, Derek, that you listen to more than just, sort of, electronic. You've obviously listened to a lot of, heavy duty, like modern electronic composers like Stockhausen and Xenakis, and folks like that. I can hear that element in here, which gives it a real depth. Really cool stuff, Derek. Love it. Also picked up Nice. Again, beautiful cover with the yellow vinyl. And this one I need to listen to again. There's a bunch of different kinds of things going on with this. Beautiful vinyl. Yeah, it's got a little warp, but it plays fine. I like the spacey electronic stuff on here. I was a little surprised by the singing. I'd love to hear you in like a big recording studio with top flight session folks and an orchestra, and it'd be cool. Also included in the package was a little 7-inch. Derek Higgins and Dino Philippe. This is a double A-sided 7-inch on Public Eyesore from 2007. Derek, thank you so much. That's VCLT, man. I didn't know what to expect of this. Again, really beautiful cover, and it's on this bubblegum pink marbled vinyl. Again, just a gorgeous piece. So yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I put it on, and it's more in the Sonospheres vein. Electronic, abstract, sound, noise, sound sculpture kind of thing. Love the A-side properties. That has some real startling sort of sound effects going on. Sounds like the needle's going to jump out of the groove. Pretty powerful stuff. The A side is great also. This reminds me, also got to give big congratulations and bravo for your soundtrack for the upcoming movie Flyover Country, I think it's called. I saw the trailer on Vimeo. and the music and the film looks great. It sounds great. It's very timely, topical subject. Looks great. Looks like a great movie. Anyway, congratulations, Garrett. That's awesome. Cheers. And thank you again, Garrett. That's really generous of you. Really psyched to have this. Also want to give a belated shout out to Anders in Stockholm. Thank you, sir, for being one of the first people to so graciously welcome me to the vinyl community, one of my first subscribers. And in one of his first comments, he asked me if I was familiar with Mats Gustafsson, saxophone player. And I knew his name, knew I didn't have anything under his own name, but I thought I had some stuff that he'd done with Thurston Moore. And I do. And I pulled these out. Sorry, they're on CD. I'm not sure a lot of this stuff even came out on vinyl. But anyway, around 1996, when Thurston Moore started doing free improv stuff, that was really exciting for me. It kind of validated what I'd always thought of Thurston and Sonic Youth in general. That they had this jazz modern thing happening beneath the surface of these rock songs. So when he really made it overt and started playing free, that was really exciting. It was kind of exciting to watch him sort of learn on stage too. That over the years he's developed like his own vocabulary and moves. I mean, hell, the guy's even played with Cecil Taylor. So anyway, so I have a few CDs with Thurston Moore and Jim O'Rourke. He was in Gastro del Sol, and fascinating guy. He was also in Sonic Youth for a while. And Mats Gustafsson. The first one, Discoholics Anonymous Trio. I have 3 of these. This one's just self-titled. It's on Crazy Wisdom. It's a Japanese label. And of course got the OB strip there. Got another one called Live in Japan Volume 1. I don't know which one came first. This is on Load. And then the third of the Discoholics Anonymous Trio CDs I have is Weapons of Ass Destruction. Now, that's a pretty dumb title, if you ask me, but they didn't. So yeah, the Discoholics Anonymous Trio. This is pretty intense stuff. This is thick, almost impenetrable noise. Jim O'Rourke's got the laptop squealing and squalling, and Thurston's got the amp turned up to 11. And Mats Gustafsson, he gets kind of lost in these. At least that was my impression when I was listening to these recently. It's a pretty cool sonic event that they conjure up. But rough going. I like these better. Original Silence and Second Original Silence. All 3 of these are on Small Town Super Jazz. And I think these might have come out on vinyl. I think I might have seen them. I don't have them on vinyl. I'm probably not going to go out of my way to get them on vinyl. I see them cheap, for sure, but I'm happy with the CDs. So, you have the first Original Silence. And this is with Jim O'Rourke, Terry X from the X, Pal Nilsson Love, and Massimo Capullo. Not real familiar with those names. And then there's the second Original Silence. Came out a little bit later. These are live recordings. I think all of these are live recordings. And I like these a bit better because there's the rhythm section. So that bass and drums, grounds things and opens up some space where you can actually hear Mats Gustafsson play. And it sounds great. It doesn't always rock, but sometimes it rocks, which is nice. There's a little bit more variety in the textures and sounds with the original Silence stuff than the Discoholics Anonymous trio, to my ears. But anyway, Anders, thank you for reminding me of Mass Guston and getting me to pull these out and actually listen to them. That was really, that was great. Finally, I want to give a shout out to Big Star 1000. Welcome back. Really enjoyed your video. My God, the records you show blows my mind. I could really relate what you were saying about how watching these VC videos can sort of be agitating. I can understand why you might want to break once in a while. Because I watch these videos and I'm making lists. Well, I gotta check this out. I gotta check this out, and I'm going to eBay and I'm going to Discogs, and I'm Anyway, welcome back, Big Star 1000. It's great having you here. I can understand that agitation, because I was watching your videos about going to Goodwills and thrift stores and finding these amazing records, and it just got a bug in me to go check it out. I never really thought about going to Goodwill to look for records, and I had a feeling it was not going to be very successful. But yesterday, Saturday was a nice day. I decided to drive over to Franklin, this sort of affluent town south of Nashville. Thought, if there's going to be good records, maybe they'll be in Franklin. Well, what a bust. First place I went to on the west side of the town had maybe 12 records, all beat to shit, all junk. There was like a Phase 4, Rachmaninoff piano concerto. It was beat. I was bummed. I drove to the other side of town, and that was even worse. Not a single record. Now, maybe they get stuff in, and it is out of there immediately. What I need to do is go more frequently. But, I had a feeling Goodwills in Middle Tennessee, Nashville is Music City. I suspect that, the good records, folks are going to know how to dispose of them other than just dumping them at the Goodwill. But man, Derek, that video of that haul from that Goodwill warehouse, those records were headed to the trash compactor? Oh, that pains me. Anthony Braxton, Arista record, headed to the dumpster. Well, thank God you rescued those records. And what amazing thoughts. I'm not sure that kind of crate digging is in my future. That's okay. But so I, had that itch. I really, I was hoping to at least find something. So I hopped on I-65, headed back into town. To Crimies. Last time I was there, I didn't have time to really dig around. And since my, trip to Goodwill was sort of a waste of time, I had plenty of time to kill, so I decided I'd really dig around. And I found a few things. What do you know? Charles Lloyd Quartet, Dreamweaver on Atlantic. This is Keith Jarrett and Jack DeJohnette and Cecil B on bass. There's been some discussion on the VC about these Charles Lloyd records, and I didn't have any before this. So again, the VC, thank you for turning me on to this stuff. I was aware of him, just didn't collect. This is great, inside, outside. Keith Jarrett sounds really good on it. He hasn't become Keith Jarrett yet. Still young. Really great. Enjoyed this a lot. Also, was sort of surprised to find this for like a mere $3. Happy the Man. Crafty Hands. On Arista. I've been sort of looking for Happy the Man records and just don't see them. So when I saw this for $3, pretty good shape. Hell yeah. Sounds great. the vocals, I could take a lead, but this is mostly instrumental and just killer prog. This is from 81. No, wait, 78. Sorry. $3. And there's also been some discussion about the Moody Blues band that I'm familiar with. Days of Future Past. I have that. Always kind of thought they were sort of lightweight, but there's been a lot of discussion about their early records on WC, and so I was looking through the Moody Blues section. Found a couple things. Figured again they were cheap, $3. This is On the Threshold of a Dream on DRAM, and it's kind of beat. The cover's beat, as you can see. The seams are intact, but there's significant wear. And it was filthy. My God, it was filthy. But again, only $3. What tipped the scales for me was that not only is it on the ever-cool DRAM label, and it cleaned up nicely, actually. And not only did it have, the groovy printed inner sleeve, but it also had the booklet. It's, the lyrics, and a little bit of light damage on the back for some reason. So I figured $3, why not? Cleaned it up, listened to it, and wow, I was really kind of blown away. This is a trip. They also had this, which was probably from the same collection. Kind of looks like it was a little bit beat, a little bit worn. Every Good Boy Deserves Favor. This is from 71, I think. Threshold of a Dream is 69. Not in terrible shape. The vinyl looked okay, and it has the weird sheet. I have no idea when this was pressed. It's a blue Threshold. Anyway, it was pretty good. It wasn't as mind-blowing as on the Threshold of a Dream, for me, but interesting. Yeah, I'm going to keep looking for those Moody Blues records. And because I had this in high school, long distance Voyager. Again, only $3. This is in really nice shape. Nice gatefold cover. This is from 81. I listened to it. It was like visiting with an old friend that hadn't seen in a long time. Caught up with them. Probably won't want to visit again anytime soon. A couple other things. This has been sitting around in their bins for a while. Sealed copy of Live Skull's Snuffer EP, Caroline. This is from 1988. Again, I used to have this record. I used to have all their records. Live Skull is a cool band. Thalia Zedek singing, and it's that post-punk guitar-driven noise, dark New York City kind of gritty stuff. I guess at some point I decided they weren't as good as Sonic Youth, so I had to jettison them from the collection. That was pretty dumb. Anyway, this was sealed. It's just sitting there for weeks and weeks, months even. $9, $10, so a little pricey, but it's way out of print. And 6 songs on the Caroline label. I was stoked, and so of course now I'm going to want to get all those other Live Skull records too. It's a sickness, but it's fun. One more record I found, and You know, maybe I should be ashamed of this, but I'm not. I like all kinds of music, challenging, avant-garde, crazy shit, and pop music. So this is a pop record from my youth. Spirity Polides, Cupid at Psyche 85. I used to have this, sold it of course. I've seen it around in the bins and thought, oh, you know, That Perfect Way is a great song. You know, I wouldn't mind having that record. But never, you know, pulled the trigger because, you know, I know, it's not that great. But this has, I don't know if you can see it, it has a raised sort of embossed thing going on with the title. Now, as I recall, later pressings didn't have that. I could be wrong. But I was looking at it, and it was a really nice shape. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Again, it was maybe $4. And I figured, why not? So, while Goodwill was bust, Grimies came through, as they always do. One last thing. Derek, thank you for, you know, mentioning my CD on your video, and your nice comments, and thank you for your honesty too. I appreciate that. I really do. You know, I contacted Derek when I first joined the VC and sent this to him, but I told him, you know, I'm not looking for a review. I know a lot of people are coming at Derek. You know, I don't want to be one of those people, and I'm not trying to sell anybody anything on the VC. I only mention this because, you know, this is part of who I am, you know. And so anyway, Derek, thank you so much for the kind words. Appreciate that a lot. And belated thank you to Blake, DB71, for, I guess he found this online maybe and listened to it. Anyway, he had very nice things to say. He's encouraging me to put this out on vinyl, which I might do. I met with my nephew on Friday. First of all, there's video footage of this that I had never seen, so I got together with him and we got that put together in a way that it's, you know, viewable. Might edit something together to put on YouTube. But we talked about maybe, you know, what it would take to put this out on vinyl. It would be so cool. Also, Blake, while I'm thinking about it, thank you for your video on the vinyl flat. I was one of the people who bugged him about, you know, following up on his video from September when he first got the vinyl flat. I'd heard things about the vinyl flat, but I really appreciated his video where he showed before and after and sort of how it worked. So I sent him a message asking, do you still like it? Anything people should know about it? So that was awesome. You made that little update video. I appreciate that a lot. I think I might pick one of those up. I think that's it for today. I've got a bunch of ideas of videos I want to make, a bunch of records I want to show. I think people will get into. But I wanted to check in. I wanted to thank those people in particular, and all of you, all of my subscribers. I have almost 90 subscribers and almost 1,000 views. Wow, unbelievable. I want to do a contest. Should I hit 100 subscribers, I want to do some kind of, you know, contest. Not quite sure how that works totally yet, but I'll figure that out. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going because I'm having a blast. And I'll see you all soon. Take care.